No, just sprained ankle. I know it's they did X-ray and it was negative, so that's a good thing. Other than that, just a tough blow. Um, Having him and Dame and Brooke out takes a lot off the floor. I thought we fought, hung in there. You knew at some point, you just felt at some point we wouldn't have enough offense on the floor. And that's probably what happened. I thought defensively we were really good tonight.
I was about to say, I mean, it felt like you could lean on that
Yeah.
side and try to manufacture something, which I
Yeah.
don't know if this team had been able to do that.
Yeah.
So what did
Yeah.
you think of that?
Yeah, the confidence is growing. You can see it. Made a couple mistakes, which is fine, but you can see the confidence. You can see the talking at halftime. They were talking about the little running jumps we were going to do in the second half. So the defensive confidence is absolutely growing, and that's a big thing for this team. They can get that confidence. That takes us to a different level.
Just with Giannis, on a night like that where all of the other guys are out,
Yeah.
that's a night where some stars might pack it in.
Yeah.
What do you think of his
Giannis has no pack in. And even with a minute left, I was probably about to take him off the floor, and he's still flying around. That's why I told Pat to go get the ball. I didn't want him near the ball. No injuries. Get up. The way things are going with our injuries right now, just get everybody off the floor, get healthy. But he played such a leadership game tonight. Played great defense. He was killing himself over the fifth foul because he kind of just did it, but his passing, is elite now. Like he just keeps doing it, keeps finding guys, keep trusting guys. That's going to pay huge dividends later.
You mentioned the trust. That also means shots probably weren't going in from the three-point.
Yeah.
What have you seen from your shooting in the last couple of games?
Yeah, just, the Utah game, you kind of knew, altitude, back-to-back. Whoever scheduled a Dallas, Utah, have never been on an airplane in their life, or no time zones, So that was just a tough one. We knew that. I guarantee you when they looked at that before the year started, they were like, this was going to be a brutal game for us. End of a trip, legs, you can just see it. We've got a lot of injuries right now, so guys are playing more extended minutes. I think that's probably, and you know what? They're playing harder on defense. So it's probably all that.
It looked like you had a nine-man rotation kind of set up to start the night.
Yeah.
Once you get that injury to Chris, is there any thought to bring, Andre?
Yeah, definitely. We don't want too many on the floor, too many guys that haven't played, but Andre was probably the guy tonight that we looked at. But guys got going. I thought Beasley had it going. I'm trying to build Pat's confidence back. I don't know if he's lost it or not, but I just think he can help us. And I'm trying to actually give him more minutes. In a normal thing, I would probably play one of the other guys. I'm trying to get Pat going. I think he's important for us later as well.
Is that why I go with him to start? Obviously, a non-traditional point. Obviously, Chris and Giannis are ball handlers, but to have Pat in that role.
Yeah, with Chris and Giannis, it made a lot of sense, because all three can handle the ball and bring the ball up.
Coach, I wanted to ask you, too, like the Phoenix Suns, they kind of had some injury problems early in the season, too, and they're looking a little bit fully more healthy now.
Fire alarm, we got to go, man. I'm joking.
Just wanted to ask you, just seeing them kind of just at full strength. Like,
Oh, they're
what are the
good.
biggest challenges?
Listen, they are what we thought they would be. I think that was said here in Arizona, if I'm not mistaken. And they're good. I mean, you look at their starting lineup. Not any weaknesses. All of them can shoot. All of them can play. Every night probably one guy's going to get less shots of the big three because that's just the way that three tandem always works. They seem like they're good with it. Having a Gordon coming off the bench, who's another flamethrower. I mean, they're constructed pretty well.
And then also, too, Bol, like he comes off the bench, you see the Phoenix kind of gets crazy.
He's a talented kid.
Yeah,
he's a talented kid. He struggles a little bit moving his feet, but he's still long, and he can make up for a lot of stuff. It's funny. He's been 3 or 4 places now, and hopefully, because he's a kid, man. You want all these kids to do well. I knew his dad well, so I wasn't cheering for him tonight, but I do want him to have a great career. I want all these guys to have a great career.
There's been times over the last couple of years where Giannis gets the challenge on, top scorer.
Yeah.
There's been times where he doesn't.
Yeah.
Just what did you like about him on Kevin?
We didn't have a lot of choices early on. We knew him and Jay would be it. They have so much offensive firepower. The last thing we needed early was to get KD going, and so I thought Giannis was spectacular early. The length, KD probably has Giannis and Victor. That's about it. that can guard him, that matches up in size, so it was good for us.